One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week in practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. On the run, it's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this. Makes the grab in their space. The 40, past the 30, running inside the 20. 10, to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Quarterback will keep it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. With the catch, it's Gilbert. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out.
Got a little grass. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. On the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Running inside, it's Davidson. Trucks through the defender. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope? maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. He has 89 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Well, it's a great job by the defense forcing the fumble. They were hoping they'd jump on it for a touchdown. The offense got there first, but it's a safety and a great play defensively.
He'll take it on the return.
Returner is tackled at the 46, and your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over 1st and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Davidson. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Ripping through the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The run inside. It's Compton. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe a crease. And He slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Miami, 14.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting.
And he's in! Touchdown, Irish! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Ends it off on the counter. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
Could be an alley. He's at the 40. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Gee. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll send the tight end in motion. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. in their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. The play-action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Gee. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hoffman. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Great job by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. That's caught. It's Terry. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Breaks the tackle. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Gee. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes the grab. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes. Bryce just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Fights off a defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gee. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a chance. Missed it. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the running back. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Looking for room, it's Compton. Got enough for the first. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU, taking on the number 15 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's LSU with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Using his legs, it's Compton. Good, solid tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success. And they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Gee. Here's a hit. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah,
breaks free. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Running inside. It's Davidson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Gee. Unloads it left. Fired in there, but incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And I feel the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, man. That's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The run inside. It's Davidson.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. On the move, it's Davidson.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the bus, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating the whole
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
To the air, it's Gee. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're...
Touchdown! Notre Dame. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He seemed to feel the game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets away from one, finds room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Compton. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Might have a chance. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. to the air. It's Gee. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. Got a man in the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Gee. Oh, they're after him. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Lost a throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the back. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Yet another tremendous all-purpose back that the Canes use both running and receiving.
Man, showing you he can do it all. And listen, if I'm this offense, continue to find this guy, feed him, let him make big plays, let this Hurricane crowd go nuts.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely
There's a crease. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Gee. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Miller. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Zings it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down. Covering the fumble. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Flanagan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Irish! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Irish punch back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Osborne. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. That's caught. It's Terry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down for this offense. On the ground with the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Gee. The sure hands, it's Flanagan. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Snagged out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Irish punch back.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Running inside. It's Compton. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught. Nice move there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Find some pressure. Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. In the red area, it's Compton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Hurricanes back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Gee. Rushes on him. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He wants a big play here late. Fires into traffic, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into trying to take it back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that.
Here's a little room there. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.